The night was still, suffocated by an eerie silence. A group of 5 friends, Daniel, Claire, Jason, Emily, and Ryan, had ventured deep into Black Hollow Forest for a weekend of camping. The place was notorious for old legends, but they dismissed them as mere folklore. They set up camp in a small clearing, the only sound being the crackling of their fire. As the night deepened, a distant whisper slithered through the trees. At first, they thought it was the wind, but the voice was distinct, calling names. Daniel, Claire, in a slow, croaking tone. They exchanged nervous glances, trying to laugh it off. "Probably just someone messing with us," Jason scoffed, though his voice lacked conviction. Ryan, the skeptic of the group, grabbed a flashlight. "I'll check it out." He walked toward the source of the voice, disappearing into the trees. The others waited, the minutes stretching into an uneasy eternity. Then came a blood-curdling scream. They sprinted into the woods, their flashlights bouncing erratically against the gnarled trunks. They found Ryan standing in a small clearing, trembling. There was something behind me. I turned, but it was gone. But I swear I felt its breath on my neck. A sudden rustling made them freeze. A figure, pale, distorted, its mouth stretched unnaturally wide, stood just beyond their flashlight's reach. Its hollow eyes bore into them before vanishing into the darkness. Panic gripped the group. They ran back to camp, throwing logs onto the fire as if its warmth could protect them. The whispers returned, now overlapping, voices pleading, sobbing, laughing, and then footsteps circling them, closing in. Emily clutched Daniel's arm. "We need to leave, now." They hastily packed, their movements frantic. But as they tried to retrace their steps out of the forest, the path twisted and changed. Trees they had never seen before loomed in front of them. No matter which way they ran, they always ended up back at the clearing. Claire's breathing turned ragged. "We're trapped." Jason turned to face the darkness. "Who's there? What do you want?" The answer came as a whisper in his ear. "Stay." A scream erupted from Claire. She was being pulled, no, dragged, into the shadows by unseen hands. The others grabbed her, yanking her back, but something stronger pulled in the other direction. With a final desperate heave, they pulled her free, falling to the ground as an unseen force shrieked in fury. Ryan pointed ahead, his voice cracking. "The trees, they're moving." The forest was shifting, morphing, the paths twisting like living things. But then a break in the trees, moonlight spilling through. They burst into an open field, collapsing in exhaustion. When they turned back, the trees stood silent, unmoving, as if they had never changed. The whispers had ceased. They never spoke of that night again. But sometimes, in the silence of their homes, they would hear a whisper just beyond their understanding, calling their names from the shadows.